Let's call this one manifesting money problems. Because that's what he's doing. He's manifesting money problems. My name is Mr. 2020. You are listening to the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only: the wonder-working power of the human imagination. If you get gold today, NevilleGoddardStore.com. You can make some really nice investments in you there, support the project, or you can do it all on your own. Let's dive in. So let's call him Gary. Gary's in the Power of Imagination Facebook group, and he's trying to manifest 200 million rupees. And here's what's happening. He's wondering, how long will it take? How long is it going to take? Where's it going to come from? What if people come after him? Will he get it legally? What about taxes? You see, when you're imagining, you can't think about stuff like that. You see, there's this thing called thinking, and there's this thing called imagining. And it sounds to me like what you're doing is making mind movies, because making mind movies about the wish leaves you plenty of room to think about how long is it going to take, where's it going to come from, is it going to be legal, am I going to get people going to come after me, blah, blah, blah. If you've got room for that, you're not feeling it real. You're thinking about, you're fantasizing about, you're making mind movies about. So I asked, tell me about your Jogo. I want to know about your Jogo practice. In other words, your daily win method. Are you doing what I do or not? Are you taking the time to have daily wins that matter or not? Number two, what exactly are you imagining? My guess is you're imagining the money. But since that's going to be about as clear as mud, here's the biggest thing I notice. What about you? I don't get that you're imagining an identity here. I get you're imagining stuff and then stuff happening. And this is why we made up IdentityBasedManifesting.com. This is why we have the Neville Goddard ProsperityPack.com, because you'll notice it's not the Neville Goddard Money Pack. Yeah, it's the Prosperity Pack. Prosperity comes from within. And you'll find yourself, if you play with prosperity the way that we teach it, and if you play with JosephGoddardToTheMax.com the way that we teach it, and if you play with identity-based manifesting the way we teach it, you're not going to have room for all this think-a-do stuff. In other words, what I'm getting here is absent is you and your daily wins and the feeling that you get from having daily wins. Let me know how'd I do with this one. If you got gold today, NevilleGoddardStore.com. There you can get Joseph Goddard to the Max. There you can get identity-based manifesting. There you can get the Prosperity Pack and change your life, because you can try to figure this out all on your own. You can make the common mistakes that everybody on Twitter and YouTubes and all that stuff are teaching. Believe me, there's a lot of crap out there. You could even listen to Neville AI, otherwise known as Neville Goddard. Or you could listen to a real-life human. They told me I'd be a cripple in my 20s, walked away from that. Instead of being a teenage bedwetter, becoming stuck in a wheelchair, I became a nationally ranked karate champion. I moved around the world to be with Victoria. I've built way more than one business with this, and I'm having the adventure of a lifetime. So, I invite you to join in the fun with us. Why not? Something to do. My name is Mr. 2020. This is the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only: the wonder-working power of the human imagination. And for fun right now, let's imagine up something yummy as we go into the silence. All right. Now, see, I don't know what happens with the camera when I do that, because I actually go in and do something. I do what Neville taught. And you'll notice it doesn't take me hours. I don't got to persist. What I do is drop playfully into a state. I enter into the state akin to sleep. I invest that moment. I feel some magic, and I come back to you. In other words, I get on with my day, and I enjoy the play. I've dropped a lot of hints here. I'd love to know what you got. Have a great day. Dive deeper, soar higher. NevilleGoddardStore.com. See ya.